So you're interested in finding out more about our mat-based classes here at the Yoga Pilates place. We have many classes for all levels and abilities. So we do yoga and we do Pilates. So yoga, let's start there. There are many different types of yoga. So if you're a beginner, you're probably thinking, where do I start? If you're more familiar with yoga, you probably don't need any help from me. You know what you're looking for. So there's things like seasonal yoga, really good place for beginners to start. There's beginner yoga classes on as well, and we also offer 6-week block beginner courses. So make sure you check out our workshop area if you prefer to be taken from point A to point B and know you're in a structured program. Other people just want to dip in and out of classes, so doing just a beginner's class that's at that level is a good place to go. So that's seasonal yoga and the beginner's yoga. Other classes that we do here are Ashtanga yoga. Now Ashtanga yoga probably wouldn't be for someone who's unfit or never really done yoga before. It's a lot faster. You've then got hot yoga. Now hot yoga isn't that it is not advisable to beginners, it really just comes down to whether or not you like working in the heat, because if you're working out at 38 degrees, that is not everybody's cup of tea. The poses themselves are not as challenging in terms of if you look at Ashtanga yoga. So don't think the poses are going to be more difficult. A lot of beginners go into hot yoga. It really just comes down to you and what you like. We also very often hold workshops in yin yoga, which is very much about allowing the body to passively be stretched. So very much just allowing your body to melt into position so you hold the stretches a lot longer. So that's a wee bit more about the yoga sessions. Now let's go on to the mat-based classes that we hold. So we have mat Pilates. Now we don't have specific beginners Pilates class for mat classes. If you need beginners, we recommend that you book a one-to-one session with one of our teachers if you feel you want to do that and you're wanting to work on the mat Pilates. Otherwise, we do let you come in and just join in the mat-based Pilates as long as you're able-bodied. Now, trigger point Pilates is all about rehabilitation. It's about working your myofascial line, so your muscle fascia, your muscle tissue, and all the tissue that surrounds and wraps the muscle, so releasing fibrous bands. We're using trigger point balls and we're using foam rollers amongst other things to basically release your body. It is like at the end of that class you will feel like you've had a full body massage. It is not a class where you're going to be working on getting a six-pack. It's not about strength. It's about body restoration, unwinding and releasing at the level of fascia tissue. We also have lots of workshops, so make sure that you check out the workshops that we hold, because generally most Fridays we have a themed evening where there might be events, where there's food involved in that as well as many yoga retreats. So just make sure that you just check out what's on the website and just come along and give the classes a try.